everybody? We are back and we are live here to talk NFL division playoffs. We missed last week, but we were back and coming in hot. If you were following our Twitter, you went 3 for 3 this weekend. So coming off a heater, we hope to continue that luck. Brendan, how we doing?
Doing great, man. Ready to talk some ball. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's talk shop. So, all right, let's talk about the fun one.
This is the game.
Let's talk about Big Cock Brock.
This is the game.
Let's talk about Dak Prescott. Let's talk about Big Cock Brock. Let's talk about Kyle Shanahan. Let's talk about how fun this game's going to be. Cowboys, 49ers. Opened up as 4.5. Dallas plus 4.5. It is now Dallas plus 3.5. Over under opened up at 46.5, and it has remained. BJ, tell me how you feel about this game.
My Super Bowl prediction is Chiefs 49ers. 49ers have a long road. They got to play the Cowboys this week, and then if the Eagles win, they'll have to go to the Eagles. They're playing at the 49ers, right? Not that makes a difference really, because their home kind of sucks.
Yeah.
But
it's in Santa Clara.
Yeah, man, we talked about it all year about how much we both love Kyle Shanahan and the ability for him to scheme up things to his best players, put them in great circumstances, as well as their defense is playing really, really, really well. But you're telling me, ignore the quarterback, because it doesn't matter who the quarterback is. You're telling me that a team with Christian McCaffrey, Debo, Brandon Ayuk, and George Kittle, and Elijah Mitchell, actually, who played an awful game last game, but he can add a little bit of a spark there, isn't going to get past this round, then you're foolish.
Dude, I don't know, man. I don't know.
The fact that Dallas whooped Brady's ass makes me feel even more safe that they're just going to choke like they always do.
I agree. Look, and you can go back and listen to any old shows, or if you know me, you remember any conversations. I hated, and I still do, the fact that the Cowboys hired McCarthy as their head coach. I think he should. He's still stuck in the olden days. He hasn't been able to revolutionize his offense. Now, luckily, he kind of handed the keys to their OC and letting him do his thing. But I don't think he should be coaching. How? Now, I will say, the talent that the Cowboys have on their roster can almost be matched with what the 49ers have.
Sure.
Especially on defense. The Cowboys have one of the best defensive lines in the league. And so, and I mentioned this earlier on the big show, the most indicative and most important variable is the head-to-head matchup of the offensive and defensive line and vice versa. So, that being said, I think the Cowboys are really, they have a chance at any game that they play. Whoever they're playing, I'm not counting them out because of that fact. Now, I also think that Dak Prescott has been getting a lot of hate because of all the interceptions he's thrown. But if you go and look at it, it's really been very situational and very unlucky, I guess. Statistically unlucky because the throws that he's been throwing, and I think like 4 of those 11 alone were like batted, like dropped balls from his receivers, and then other were like situational. So like push all that aside, I think Dak Prescott's a great QB, and I think that he'll be able to keep him in any game. But the 49, like Brock Purdy, he will suffice. He's good enough, but he's not great. Like, I just don't get it. Like, I think that if he gets in a situation where it really comes down for me to, can the Cowboys get up early, and can the defense get to Brock Purdy early and often in the game? And if they do, then I think they run away with this, because Brock Purdy has really just had to kind of cruise, hand it off, check down, throw a 10-yard drag route, and let him run. And like the deep ball last game to Jawan Jennings, he almost killed Jawan Jennings. If he throws a good ball, Jawan Jennings is dancing into the end zone easily. Look it up on Twitter. He threw it. Everybody thinks he threw it in this tight window. Well, if he throws it right, Jawan Jennings has it easily down the sideline, untouched.
He could have gotten his head taken off right there.
Exactly. He threw a hospital ball
Oh,
on a play that should have been
he
an
almost
easy
died.
touchdown. Easy touchdown. But I mean, I'm not saying he's bad. I'm not saying he's bad. You know, I don't want somebody to look at this video and take that out of context. But I'm not saying he's the great next Tom Brady that everybody thinks he is.
No, that's a stretch.
But I mean, people are saying it. People
No.
think he's the greatest thing to walk the earth. So I'm just not so sure. In I think he can handle the big stage. He's proven that. He's won a playoff game. He's undefeated as a starter. Whatever. But if the Cowboys can get at him early and often, and really just kind of get in his head and create pressure constantly, I think San Francisco's in trouble. I really do. Do you agree? Does that make sense?
All I will say, real quick, I'll just start with this. When you are under Kyle Shanahan, the quarterback only has to be good enough. One thing that does worry me is what you're saying right here. If it's late in the game, if he gets destroyed by Michael Parsons a couple times, I think it could get to him. But I really think that Shanahan is going to scheme the game based on the game flow to help eliminate some of those catastrophes that could happen to Brock. But another thing, if their O-line is having trouble blocking, they're going to have to keep Kittle in, which hurts. Even if he's just chipping, like they're going to have to keep him in a little bit, or have someone else back there to help pass block. But I just think if they're able to get it to their playmakers, that they put up 28 pretty easily. Now, on the other side, stopping them, I've got a question. This is completely irrelevant, but do you think Dak Prescott is better or worse if he doesn't have Kellen Moore as his OC?
I don't want to get like too technical and make this way more complicated than it needs to be. But like I guess it depends on who steps in and takes over. You know,
I don't know. I feel like if Dak went to another team coach, probably different. Which then there's the other factors of the other players also that he has because he's got great skill players. But I think the Cowboys are finally realizing it. It's Pollard time.
They better. They better.
I really think they are though because I couldn't really watch that game, but what I was seeing on there and the way they were getting Pollard the ball, like they looked so much better there. I think Zeke's had 80 yards or something on his last 40 carries or something like that. It's so stupid.
Yeah.
But no, man, I think that I'm going back and forth. Is this going to be a high scoring game or a low scoring game? Like, I don't know. The defenses are so good, but also the offenses are good too.
I think these defenses will show up. And again, it's 46.5. So, I mean, it's still like the over is very much in play. Don't get me wrong. Because all it takes is like both of these teams to go 24-24. And so, or like 27-24. So I think that's very much in play. I can see each team easily getting 3 touchdowns, but I just, again, it's a grinder. 2 top of the line defenses in a playoff game. You can't not ignore it. That's just something I want to throw out there for everybody. That's just how it is. But I also get it if you want to take the over. The overs have been smacking. They're 5-1 or something like that right now in the playoffs. So it's kind of crazy. But Cowboys, 32% of the bets are on the Cowboys, 68% on the 49ers. Handle the money, 60% on the Cowboys, 40% on the 49ers. So it looks like some sharp money is coming in on Dallas a little more so than the 49ers. But, I mean, that's still not that wide of a gap. So this really is kind of like a very subjective game. There's really not much about the betting splits that really tell you what's going on. You can't really paint much of a picture. So this is a matchup feel and a gut feel. In all honesty, it's the 49ers have home field advantage. They have the momentum, and frankly, they have the offensive play calling upper hand. So, with that being said, I still think Dallas has the better defense right now. And I know probably everybody's like, oh, you're crazy. 49ers defense, like best in the league. I agree, but the reason I say Dallas has the best defense is because looking at their numbers, they get pressure just as good as anybody else. So that's why I have a little more confidence in them than the 49ers. So I'm on the Cowboys. I'm on the Cowboys spread. I think taking them in 4 points is very much in play. And it's funny because the one thing that is sketching me out is, can Brett Maher make a field goal? Can he keep the extra points going? I mean, if not, then they can be screwed.
What was he doing?
I don't know.
What was
I have
the
no
matter?
idea.
He missed 4.
I don't know. I don't know why he didn't try and move it to the other hash. Because, you can pick the hash that you want to kick it off of. But he was dead set on the left hash and kicking it, like pushing it right. And he just kept pushing it to right. He missed wide right every time. I think he even hit the top of the crossbar once. I don't know. But, I joke about it. But in all honesty, when you're sports betting and putting money on it, like that's something that you worry about. That's the difference in 3 points, 1 point. It's crazy. So I really want to take the Cowboys. I am going to take the Cowboys and just hope that Maher can make his kicks and the defense continues to show up.
Niners ML.
That's a juiced up line.
It's okay. I put it in the parlay.
Oh, okay. I think
I'll share it at the end.
I think the best ML is like minus 198 on FanDuel.
Yikes.
So it's a little juiced.
Not bad.
Feasible in parlays. I like where your head's at.
Give me a prop.
Okay, what kind of prop you want? I think
whatever you want.
They only have first touchdowns out right now.
Sure, go ahead then.
Let's take a gander. McCaffrey juiced out the ass.
What is it?
165.
Oh,
that's the best line you can get.
Oh.
The second best one is Debo at plus 130. That's crazy. I don't like touching a Debo.
I don't like that.
Pollard plus 155.
I like Pollard or Kittle, to be honest with you.
Kittle's a good one, plus 150.
Kittle's just such a dog. He's the best football player in the entire NFL. I'm will die on that hill. He's so good at the game of football.
2.5 to 1 odds to score a touchdown for Kittle in the playoffs. Pretty good. Dalton Schultz, he's still at
that's crazy.
Over 3 to 1 odds. Brandon Ayuk 3 to 1, over 3 to 1. Elijah Mitchell 4 to 1.
Oh, you know what? Is he even on this team? Kyle Juszczyk.
Yeah.
What's Kyle Juszczyk? What is it?
10 to 1 odds.
Oh, come on. That's a good one.
Yeah.
He's going to get one carry all game. It's going to be on the goal line.
That's true. Or catch, like a halfback slip.
That's true.
Mm-hmm. They fake it and they throw it. Dude, T.Y. Hilton's actually been getting peppered with some targets and some receptions. So, you can go take a gander and see if you can find a really small number for them. But I agree what you said earlier about Tony Pollard, because I think, we've said this like for 2 years, it feels like, but like Pollard he's the better player. And if you want to win, he's the one you have to get work to. So you think naturally that the coaches understand that, they see that, and they're going to feed Pollard. So if you think the coaches are that smart, then Pollard would be some good plays too. But unfortunately, I haven't seen that out of the Dallas Cowboys coaches, so I'm not really going to lean on any Tony Pollard. But there should be some good props here. Not really going to touch them right now because I'm uncertain about the over and under, honestly, and so I'm personally not going to bet it. But I'm on the Cowboys plus 4.
Maher over half extra point missed.
Yeah, juiced at like 2 to 1 odds.
I can guarantee you that like might be one.
Okay.
What, a little special?
Pick a game. What game do you think your fat guy touchdown hits?
I don't know if it hits this round.
You don't think it's this round?
No.
Come on, I could see the Chiefs doing some like wonky BS. Like,
if I'm gonna pick a game, I'm gonna pick the Jaguars fat guy touchdown.
Oh, that's a good one. Doug Peterson is known for some crazy.
He loves the fat guy touchdown.
He loves the fat guy's hoodies. So that's a good one. That's a good one. I wouldn't even thought about that. I would have guessed like Andy Reid is up by like 3 touchdowns late in the fourth quarter.
Just rub it in.
He like screens to Trey Smith off the side or something.
Oh, dude, Trey scored. That'd be awesome.
That would be sick. So.
All right. Here we go. BJ's playoff parlay.
Oh, let me hear your playoff parlay.
Let's get it. My playoff parlay. I've already talked about all these picks on here. Oh, shoot. It consists of Jaguars minus 8.5.
Minus 8.5 plus 8.5.
I'm sorry. I got logged out.
You got a fat juiced alt line.
What? No.
An alt line.
No. It's I'm sorry. I'm getting to it because I don't want to mess it up like I just did. Jags plus 8.5. Eagles minus 7.5. Bills money line and 49ers money line. It is plus 668. It's BJ's playoff parlay.
Okay.
Take it if you dare.
I really like that actually. So what were the odds again?
Plus 668.
Okay. Let's see what my playoff parlay looks like. I'm gonna buy a few points. Always play it safe. Buy your points, kids. Buy your points. Oh, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be good. Okay. Here we go. This is my playoff parlay. Kansas City alternate 6.5. Philly alternate 6.5. Buffalo alternate 3. Dallas plus 3.5. Plus 752.
There we are. Smash it. All right, now we have to bring this back because we did it at your cabin like the last 2 years. What was it? We did 2 first-time touchdown scores throughout the whole weekend.
When we parlayed the 2 first touchdowns.
It's like plus like 10,000 or whatever it is. It's crazy.
Yeah.
What you got? Give me 2.
Okay. Let me think about this.
It can be from any of the games.
Okay, I'm going Kelsey first tutty. And then oh my gosh, who do I want to do? I'm going Jalen Hurts. So not crazy odds.
What is it?
Oh, let me clear my
like plus 1,000.
Oh, I messed it up. Okay, so Travis Kelce, lock it in. Jalen Hurts plus 4,800.
Nice. All right, I'm locking this in also. So I'm gonna go with Josh Allen. First touchdown.
Oh, Josh Allen rushing anytime tutty.
Isaiah Pacheco.
Oh, bold. Some goal line tutty.
Yep, goal line tutty. It goes to plus 8,800.
Golly. What does like $10 do?
$892.
Goodness. Oh my gosh.
It is in fact locked.
I love that. That's awesome. If you get like a sweat, like no sweat bet, that's what you should do.
I should have. I used it. I used my no sweat bet on or it was my money back for my BJ's parlay. But same thing. We're winning some money this weekend, guys.
Absolutely. We're running it back. We're 3 for 3 this past weekend. Let's go 4 for 4 with some additional sprinkled props.
100%.
Have some fun. Appreciate you guys listening. We'll be back here next week for the championship rounds. Always with some